أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
On behalf of MCC leadership, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you on Eid on the Field. It is wonderful to see so many of our community members gather here for the Eid prayers. Our vision for MCC is to make it a welcoming, inclusive, and well-governed organization. We are being very intentional in our goals to strive to achieve this vision. Obviously, it's a work in progress, and we look for your support. Eid on the Field is one such way we are bringing our community together to celebrate as friends and family. Today's event happened with the hard work of many folks. And you know, the rain also put a wrench in our planning this morning. Please help me thank the folks whose generosity with their time and effort made it possible for today. I would like to thank, first of all, Niles West High School, their principal Karen Ritter, and Vice Principal Steve Panther for giving us permission to have the Eid prayers on their football field. Next, Skokie Police Department for all their support with traffic control and the parking, and the Village of Skokie for always being a huge support to MCC. Alleviate Central for sponsoring the wheelchairs to make the space welcoming and accessible for our seniors and anybody who needs help. Our vendors today are iSave Sound System for the amazing audio-visual, B-Giggles Entertainment, providing the fun for the children today, and Ziad Ice Cream for you to purchase after. Our volunteers are the backbone of MCC. The many individuals who came together to help this day become a reality, first of all, starting with President Kamran Hussein, Amal Mohsen, Sarah Kader, and the amazing youth team. Please give them a huge round of applause. I'm going to say some names first. Ahmed Irfan, Asjad Hussain, Mohammad Masani, Mohammad Manzoor, Sultan Mayman, Jahan Zaib Khandwala, Taimur Tahir, Nabil Sayed, and Amar Ghaffar. Please give a round of applause for our youth today. And our Zakat team, Abdul Latif Magdal and the rest of the team, Brother Ibrahim Ismail and the Buildings Committee, Brother Masood Bijapuri, Albert Ahmed overseeing the security. Last but not the least, our special thanks for today's Khatib, Maulana Yusuf Abdullah, who has been a vital part of Ramadan at MEC for many years. We are very happy that he's leading today's Eid Namaz. I would like to remind you to follow us on Facebook to keep up with our programming. MCC Fun Fest is coming up on August 18th and our 50th anniversary celebration on September 21st. Please see our website at mccchicago.org. In closing, I would like to stay connected to MCC, be it through attending programs, coming to the masjid as a family, service projects hosted at the masjid, Sunday school, or even the book club. We are making all efforts to make our programming inclusive, especially for families with special needs. So help us provide your feedback via Facebook direct messages. Inshallah, hope to see you all around, and Eid Mubarak.
We're going to get started with the Salah, but right before we do, I want to introduce once again our Imam and Khatib, Maulana Yusuf Abdullah. Maulana Yusuf has led Taraweeh at Niles at MEC for 25 years. So now I'd like to pass it over to Maulana Yusuf, who will first review the prayer procedures and then begin Salah. As a reminder, please be seated and attentive afterwards for the short khutbah. Jazakallah khair.
We'll have a little khutbah. There are two khutbahs that need to be done, and that will be the conclusion of the overall process. So the prayer will be conducting in accordance with the Hanafi school of thought. It's very simple. The prayer has 6 extra takbirat, high level. When we say the first takbir, it's very normal, like any other salah. We start with the takbir. We raise our hands, we tie them on our belly. We read the thana, and then I will say another takbir. You raise your hands and you drop them. First time, you do the same the second time. The third time, instead of dropping your hands, you fold them. And then Surah Fatiha will be recited along with the part in the associated surah. And then I'll say takbir and we'll go into ruku. So you can see in the first rak'ah we have 3 extra takbirats. So the first takbir sana, we do 3 extra takbirats, and the 4th takbir we go into ruku. When we come back up from the first ruku, the sujood, I will recite Fatiha and Dhamma surah or another surah with it. And then we'll do 3 extra takbirats again. Each time we raise our hands and we drop it. The 4th time we say takbir, we go straight into ruku and we conclude our prayer. So you can see that in the first rak'ah there are 3 extra takbirats, and in the second rak'ah there's also 3 extra takbirats, and that constitutes the 6 extra takbirats. This is according to Hanafi school of thought. The only difference between Hanafi school of thought and Shafi'i or other schools of thought is that they have 12 instead of 6, where you do 7 in the beginning or in the first rak'ah and 5 in the second rak'ah. So I hope that's very clear. So with that, inshallah, we'll proceed to starting our jama'ah, and then after that I'll have 2 khutbahs. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى. سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا. قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى. إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية وجوه يومئذ خاشعة عاملة ناصبة تصلى نارا حامية تسقى من عين آنية ليس لهم طعام إلا من ضريع لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع وجوه يومئذ ناعمة لسعيها راضية في جنة عالية لا تسمع فيها لاغية فيها عين جارية فيها سرر مرفوعة وأكواب موضوعة ونمارق مصفوفة وزرابي مبثوثة أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت وإلى السماء كيف رفعت وإلى الجبال كيف نسبت وإلى الأرض كيف سطحت فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر إن إلينا إيابهم ثم إن علينا حسابهم. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الحمد لله الذي بنعمته تتم الصالحات وبفضله تتنزل الخيرات والبركات وبتوفيقه تتحقق المقاصد والغايات الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله الحمد لله الذي أتم علينا نعمة الإسلام وأكمل لنا هذا الدين القيم وجعلنا به خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له خصنا بخير كتاب أنزل وأكرمنا بخير نبي أرسل وأتم علينا النعمة بأعظم منهاج شرع منهاج الإسلام اليوم يئس الذين كفروا من دينكم فلا تخشوهم واخشوني اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا وأشهد أن سيدنا وإمامنا وأسوتنا وحبيبنا محمدًا عبد الله ورسوله معلم الناس بالخير وهادي البشرة إلى الرشد وقائد الخلق للحق صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وصحبه الذين آمنوا به وعزروه ونصروه واتبعوا النور الذي أنزل معه أولئك هم المفلحون ورضي الله عمن دعا بدعوته واهتدى بسنته وجاهد جهاده إلى يوم الدين الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. This is the second of the only two Eids that Muslims celebrate. It's called Eid Al Adha. In essence, this day poses an important question on all of us. Individually, we have to ask this question of ourselves. And that question is, in lieu of my life, in lieu of where I live, this world, where I walk on this earth, where I breathe this clean air, where I benefit from the rising of the sun and the drop of the rain, where I benefit from the earth that produces my food, even the cattle that Allah says that He has subjugated the cattle for us. Imagine if the cattle was overpowering, we couldn't subjugate like the scavengers, but instead He subjugated this cattle. We can easily control it, we can buy and sell. And He says these are bounties of Allah. So in lieu of Allah's blessings on us, the very life that we live, that He originated, and the very life that He sustains through the creation of this universe around us. That's His dominion. It's not mine, it's not yours. No government can levy taxes for breathing air or enjoying the sunshine. This is all Allah's. And all of this works perfectly. It doesn't need tax dollars to regulate air or to make sure the sun rises on time, etc. Free of charge. So in lieu of all of these blessings that we enjoy in our lives, whether we think about it or don't, the question that we have to ask ourselves, what am I willing to sacrifice or to give away for the sake of my Creator? Something that's more dear to me and near to me, something that's really valuable to me. Am I willing to forego that? Am I willing to let go of it? Am I willing to give that away? for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That's the question that forces itself upon us as we celebrate Eid Al Adha. We have the story of his great prophet, Ibrahim or Abraham, who is the archetype of the Jewish tradition, the Christian tradition, as well as the Islamic tradition. And his story is commonly shared in the Bible as well as in the Quran. And the crux of his story is that he was seeking his creator. He was born in an environment where people were worshiping idols, where the king of his time, where the tyrant, he demanded from his subjects that they worship none other than him. And the form of worship that he demanded from them was that intellectually, emotionally, they revere nothing but him. And physically, by contributions and by a physical demonstration of worship, they dedicate to him. This is what he demanded from all of his subjects within his dominion. Ibrahim a.s. knew that this was false. This was not making any sense. This was not the truth. He sets himself on the path to find Allah, and he finds Allah. And as a result, he's disavowed by his father. He's kicked out of his own home at a young age. He is almost killed by his own community people who set ablaze a very strong fire and they wanted to throw him in. He was a fugitive. He had no land. He was running away. And two trials come in his life. We know from historical, context that Ibrahim a.s. had already reached an old age and he had no kids. If you look at all of these things from the American lens, you would say that at least this man was fraught with challenges. Success did not knock on his door. He did not meet success. He was not on the Fortune's, top 100 list of billionaires or Time Magazine's top 100 people as one of the most powerful people. None of that stuff was there for him. He had no home, no family, and no sanctuary. And yet he's old, and he had no family. And then finally Allah blesses him with Ismail, one son. He has a dream. He has a commandment from Allah to leave these, his family, his son and his wife, in the land of the desert land of Arabia, with no food, no water, no sign of sustaining life. He does that. He fulfills that. And then later on in his life, he had a dream. 3 times, some people say it was a multiple occurrence of the dream, where he saw he was sacrificing his son. Now think about this. It's just a dream. Allah did not send an angel in the form of a human being with some miracles to substantiate that he was in fact an angel, not a farce representation, to give Ibrahim clear, unequivocal instruction as to what he needs to do. It was not that clear. He just had a dream 3 times. But he felt that this is the divine calling. So he discusses the dream with his son, only son, at an old age, that this is the dream I've had. Oh Ismail, what do you think? And look at Ismail. He says, and he's very young at this age, If'al ma tu'mar, do as you have been ordered. And what was the order? The order was he might have to sacrifice his son. The interesting thing is, in this verse, If'al ma tu'mar, do what you have been ordered. Ismail does not say, even though it's a matter of his life and his survival, do with me as you have been ordered. The concept of me is not even in the discussion, in the equation. When we live in this me generation, everything is about me, myself, and I. The world revolves around me. We are encouraged to have this egotistical, a very self-centered view of life. The world revolves around me. Ismail did not have that. He said, if this is the divine will, if you have had this intuition, this revelation, then do what you have been told. And you will find me amongst those who are patient. فينا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا برحمتك واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي بالحق ولا يقضى عليك وإنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك ونؤمن بك ونتوكل عليك اللهم إنا نسألك أن تكرمنا ولا تهنا اللهم أكرمنا ولا تهنا، وأعطنا ولا تحرمنا، وزدنا ولا تنقصنا، وآثرنا ولا تؤثر علينا، وارض عنا وأرضنا. اللهم اجعل يومنا خيرا من أمسنا، واجعل غدنا خيرا من يومنا، وأحسن عاقبتنا في الأمور كلها، وأجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة. اللهم ول أمورنا خيارنا، ولا تول أمورنا شرارنا، وارفع مقتك وغضبك عنا، ولا تهلكنا بما فعل السفهاء منا، ولا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمنا. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات، إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات يا رب العالمين. عباد الله، يقول الله تبارك وتعالى: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على عبدك ورسولك محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وأتباعه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. عيد مبارك to all of you.